Kogan again in A10, analyzing this document right here. I see you're studying it really hard. It does run like a list, but you and I both know that if this was a list your wife was giving to you to run to the store, that it would be much shorter because she knows that you would screw it up right after item number 3.
Yeah. But
we do have a list, and it's numbered.
I once got yelled at because I didn't turn the list over. Like but to my defense, she wrote like 5 things, then there was nothing, and then she wrote something on the back.
Now here's the interesting thing too. You know, when you're talking about keeping things in order, you do have numbers here.
Yeah, there's numbers here that are out of order. And that's kind of what I was looking at, but that the ages of, I'm assuming these are names of signatures, and the word that jumps out, petition.
Petition, yep, that's exactly what
Petition is a document that is signed by a bunch of people.
So now this one says petition against annexation. Okay. And of course, I know the word annexation means add on to, and this is addressing it to His Excellency, William McKinley. And I notice over here, I can't read it because it's in a different language.
Pala pala, hopa, kua.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I guess even the way that comes out, even though you probably butchered that language with the organization of vowels, I'm just guessing here, not a linguist, but it almost to me sounds Hawaiian.
Yes.
All right, so let's look at this a little bit more deeply here. So what we did was we were able to transcribe
We're breaking down this here.
We're breaking that down right here. So this is a petition against annexation. So right away, before we even get into this, yes, this is a petition. What's a petition? You go around, you get a list of names on there where you have a statement at the top, hey, we want this or we're against this. You're either for something or against it. You're trying to get something to achieve something within your community.
Protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution.
There we go.
Very powerful in a democratic republic, because if your elected representatives, your elected leaders don't listen to you, you don't vote for them the next time.
So this one says, and we kind of transcribed it here, to His Excellency William McKinley, President and the Senate of the United States of America. It's quite an audience you're writing to. Greetings. Whereas there has been submitted to the Senate of the United States of America a treaty for the annexation of the Hawaiian Islands to the said United States of America for consideration at its regular session in December 1897. Therefore, we, the undersigned Native Hawaiian citizens and residents of the District of Honolulu on the island of Oahu, who are members of the Hawaiian Patriotic League of the Hawaiian Islands and others who are in sympathy with the said league, earnestly protest against the annexation of the said Hawaiian Islands to the United States of America in any form or shape.
So I know we broke down a video about John Tyler's speech to Congress in 1840s.
And it's 1897, so we're just getting out of the Spanish-American War.
Spanish-American War, where Alfred Thayer Mahan has written his book, The History of Sea Power.
We purchased Alaska in 1867.
Yeah, the Pacific has been our ideal, for expansion, for economic values, for military bases throughout the Pacific.
We want to civilize them as well, because that's what we do.
And then these 50 people, there are 50 names that I see, are petitioning against said annexation.
Now, who are these? Even though you can't read the names, these are Hawaiian citizens.
Now, they are members of the Hawaiian government, the Hawaiian Patriotic League. But remember, we also sent our own money there to form our own provisional government there.
Right.
So in Hawaii, you really had like these 2 conflicting governments.
You have 2 sides.
One under the Queen Liliuokalani.
Liliuokalani, yep.
Did I do that right?
Yep.
And then the other, the provincial government of the Hawaiian Islands, which I believe was led by Stanford Dole.
Yep.
Was, Dole Pineapples.
And, you had a bunch of other successful American businessmen there.
Wanting the money.
Right.
So I guess Hawaii doesn't really want to become part of the United States.
They don't. The United States wants Hawaii to become a part of the United States. And when you look at it, and of course, this is one of these things where you look at documentaries on this and you speak to Hawaiians who specialize in this, who are historians on this.
They don't like it.
They don't like this idea.
They don't like it.
And when you refer to other speeches as well, and where, of course, not telling where we stand on it, there was in John Tyler's speech where he was talking about, well, we want to avoid European influence and other Asian country influence. And we kind of gave the hint, it's like, if we didn't do this, somebody else would. Not to justify it, not to say that that's okay.
What I picture in my mind is like a gigantic piece of Play-Doh, right?
Okay.
And a tiny little piece of Play-Doh.
Right.
and mom tells you to clean up all the Play-Doh.
Right.
Well, this color's red,
right.
The other color's blue. You just mush it all together.
That's it.
The bigger piece is going to dominate the smaller piece. And the smaller piece is going to have to become part of the larger piece. And eventually learn to speak English. Eventually learn to become a democracy. They were a monarchy.
So, yeah. I mean, when you look at it, right, the other speech that we analyzed when it was John Tyler, that was 1842. Mm-hmm. You kind of saw hints of it. And probably by now, John Tyler is long gone.
Long gone.
You know, it's 1897. And this discussion of Hawaii, it went from president to president. When I'm going to Grover Cleveland, this is one of these issues that kept coming back up to annex Hawaii or not. And here you see we're moving closer to it, where the people of Hawaii, probably getting sick of hearing this conversation or putting up this petition. Unfortunately for them, it doesn't work out, and we wind up annexing Hawaii. And now it's a great naval base, and for all those economic reasons we had, of course, with Hawaii, the big part of that is tourism. Something that you never really see in a document, how this is going to, how the local economy is going to benefit from tourism. Anything else we need on this? All right, good. Thanks for watching.